my name is Sarah and welcome to my channel. And today we have some serious business to talk about here. Okay, I'm not gonna do the whole video with sunglasses on. They just work with part of the spy aesthetic, because today we are doing another walk talk, but this time we're going to be doing it on the first series of books by AB123321 called Spies in Saddles. I've not done a walk talk in a very long time. That's mainly because university is kicking my bum. So this actual particular walk talk is me and Elizabeth's Wattpad book of the month for February. Next week we will be posting up our joint thoughts on the book club, so please get reading so you can join us in the comments and tell us your thoughts and feelings. This is my book wrap up feels video. Oh my god, yeah, that is mine. And I dressed up like a spy so I could feel the part, or my version of a spy slash, I could probably be a shadow hunter as well, I'm guessing. Maybe. Anyway, I have my notes here. I have 4.5 pages to get through of all my notes and my feels and stuff. So let's get started. Quick non-spoilery point of view right now. So, our main character is Natalie Grimm. And let me tell you, she is amazing. That's all I'm going to say. But let me summarise her bizarre tale without spoilers. Natalie is sat in class. She goes to an all-girls Catholic school, so they have the uniforms, they have saddle shoes, and she's in the middle of algebra that is at a ridiculous time. Who has algebra at 8 o'clock? Which makes me have a question saying, when does their school start? I'd love an explanation for that. Anyway, she is in algebra with her best friends, Katie and Molly. They're very important, keep them in mind. When all of a sudden, a guy with a gun barges in the room. Dun dun dun! There's some kickassery, not going to say by who because that's the spoiler section. And let's just say our Natalie, our gal, her life is turned upside down. She finds out that the spies, these things that were just stories to her, are actually real. And they are surrounding her in ways that even I was gasping at when I was reading the book. I was surprised at the amount of connections this girl has to different spy agencies. It's a bit like, whoa. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We follow Natalie as she tries to come to terms with this new information that she learns about with the spies and everything like that. And we kind of just follow her as she gets swept up into this adventure of spies and gangs and kidnapping and everything you expect in a good spy novel you will find in this. Before I go into my spoilery section, I would love you to all go and read it. Go send my love to Morgan? She's going to go and trouble check. It's either Morgan or Morvin. Monica! It's not even Morgan or Morvin. Go and send my love to Monica. Tell her I sent you. The book is absolutely amazing. And that's all I can say without spoiling you guys. This is genuinely one of these books I'm like, I don't want to give away what happens. Or all the twists and turns and new characters. And I don't want to give any of that away. You don't see any of them coming, so you kind of should experience them on your own. So that's all I'm going to say for the non-spoilery part. So if you want to be spoiled and just go and see me fangirl for a little bit, wait around, but I'd recommend go reading the book and then come and join me for my discussion with my What Talk. So yeah, I'm about to go spoil you guys, so go away because I'm in spy gear and I will know if you haven't read the book. Go. I'm telling you. Go. I said go. Okay. I'm assuming that if you've stayed, you have read the book. So let's get started with person number 1. Molly. Sarah's trying to pronounce her second name. Vanderberg. Vanderberg? I have all my notes and they're all falling apart. So yeah. Molly Vandenberg, Molly, just Molly. Part of me loves to hate Molly, that's really, really bad. Her friendship with Natalie is absolutely phenomenal, I absolutely love them together. But just the fact that sometimes she seems to completely forget that both Natalie and Katie, further on when Katie joins the team, have absolutely no spy knowledge whatsoever, and she's expecting them to keep up with her and like do all these fancy tricks like the elevator thing, and like when Natalie almost got caught the first time, that's not Chris's fault. I got really annoyed with Jer there. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I got very, very annoyed with Jer because Jer was blaming Chris, and Chris is adorable and I really like Chris. He's like that token nice guy, and I'm like, yes, keep Chris around. Anyway, Molly was the one who ran off and left Natalie, and Natalie almost got kidnapped. It wasn't Chris, and this was like one of a few times I was getting really annoyed with Molly. Majority of the time I absolutely loved her energy, she was very what you would expect of a spy, and it was very nice to see. And my main I started to get really a bit about Molly was when they were caught in the elevator shaft. This is a bit further on into the book, and instead of being like, yes, I know an exit, we have been taught how to get out of this situation, she decides to faff around with a vent on the ceiling. I understand, that moment made me lol a little bit, but I was kind of very frustrated because the Alley Cat gang were after Nat at this point because Nat was a bargaining chip. Jared would have done stuff for anything for his family. His daughter has been kidnapped, he's not going to get his little sister kidnapped. So I was a bit like, get them out of here, Molly, stop faffing about. But she faffed about, and I was just like, no happy with you. You're still nice and you're still one of my faves, but I'm not happy with you right now. Natalie was very refreshing in the sense that as a narrator she wasn't a Mary Sue. She didn't automatically pick stuff up. She wasn't like keeping up with any of them. She was getting shot. She was getting kidnapped. Like, I liked that. I really liked that about her. I mean, okay, another character I was very about was Jackson. This sounds really mean, but the way he kind of was introduced, I kind of was thinking he was going to be the main love interest because we had not met him, he was being hyped up, and I was so glad that he ended up being like Molly's love interest. I was like, this is a good twist, I really like that. Molly seemed to be have this really cute, adorable crush on him. He seems a bit of an ass, to be honest, but he's a bit grumpy and he's a bit, I'm too cool for this. I don't know if I like Jackson yet, but I like Molly's crush on Jackson, if that makes sense. And I like the fact that he isn't our Natalie's main love interest. Talking about our Natalie's main love interest, this may just show I read the Gallagher Girls first, but when Zach came up I was like, oh, we got a Blackthorn boy, which in this story we kind of do have the equivalent. We have Zach, who is actually Daniel? He has another persona at the boys version of the all-girls school that Molly and Natalie and Katie all go to. So I was kind of like, okay, he was a bit cocky, he was very hot, which, I mean, that's a stereotype, you can't really, yeah, he was very sweet and charming and stuff as well though, so I kind of can see where Natalie's coming from. They have good banter and they have a good friendship, so I'm like, there is a baseline for a possible romance to go in the books to come, which I am going to read, so I am looking forward to seeing how that goes. Okay, as I said before, it seems like absolutely everybody that Natalie knows is some part of a spy agency. Her coach is from the FBI, Mrs. Tweed, the algebra question mark teacher, is in the spy. By the way, when she turned up, I was so happy because Nat was going to get kidnapped and I was so scared for her because Molly had buggered off, and I was like, this is the moment when Nat gets kidnapped. I don't know if I can deal with this right now because I've slowly become really emotionally attached to Nat because she is genuinely me if I was in that situation. How she reacts to stuff, her sarcastic smart ass remarks, the fact she couldn't run to keep up with Molly, like all that kind of stuff. I'm like, this is how I would react in this situation, so Oh yeah, another person who was like a spy that she didn't know. I mean, Natalie had to deal with the fact that her brother was her best friend was a spy, so Molly was revealed first. Jeremy was a spy, her big brother. Her big brother's not just a spy, he is in charge of the spies on the western front of America. Which is just, she's the boss's little sister though, so that gives her a lot of leeway. I'm like, I'm happy to explore that relationship and how much she gets out of it. Then her gym coach is a spy, her best friend's big sister is a spy, her teachers are a spy, her mum knows about spies, and the one that got me, and it took me ages afterwards to understand the jokes that had happened in the previous chapter, was her dad is a spy and he's undercover in a punk band. Like, out of context, that sounds so bizarre. Like, imagine being like, yeah, my dad's a spy and he's undercover in a punk band. A punk band. I had to like put my cup of tea down and like leave the room for a bit to like fully digest that piece of information. As I did this, the jokes previous about how the CIA really like this band, which is called, Sarah looks at her notes. Okay, the band's name, I found it, is called Hard as Nails, and right next to my notes I wrote WTF, how the hell is that spying? At that point in the story they were going to the concert and it was like, yeah, we're off to see these people, hype, hype, fangirl, fangirl. Natalie's in the corner being like, my niece has been kidnapped, your little sister's been kidnapped, why are you fangirling about us going to a concert? And then she goes to the concert and it's her dad, and I would be like, with my father, I kind of imagined it with my father in mind, and that kind of just made me like cringe so much. But yeah, that was the one for me, the big reveal. I was a bit like, what? What I loved throughout was Jeremy's absolute hatred for teens or anyone under the age of 25. Like, he didn't feel they were responsible at all. When he found out Molly kept giving like her friends clues to the fact she was a spy is a joke. Like, technically she was joking and technically she was telling them, but like her friends wouldn't believe her, and his reaction being like, she shouldn't do that, it's against protocol, like him being an actual like grumpy old man. I was like, ugh, yes, I live for that. Something just fell behind me. One thing I also really loved about this book was how the action scenes were written. They were very fast paced, very realistic. I could see them happening in my head. They were kind of like movie scenes, but they were also very, they didn't seem like they knew exactly what they were doing. They seemed like there was a risk, there was a danger. You could feel the tension and the suspense, and it was one of the things that really had me gripped going all the way through this book, and I really enjoyed that. The writing style as well was a very easy flowing book. The world itself was there were some elements that were a bit unrealistic, but it was kind of for me, I was kind of like, it kind of helped me be like, so this is what's happening, this is my stance of where I have to believe. So that, I kind of knew that from the get-go, like an agent wouldn't go into a school and into a classroom and just hold out a gun, but it was all part of the story. I was like, so this is how much I have to suspend my disbelief. But once I got that, the story was very fast flowing. Really loved the characters. There were some that were a bit annoying, Molly, but the main character, Natalie, I love her so much. I genuinely think she is the closest I would be if I was ever in that situation. So I think that's why I love her so much. Anyway guys, obviously there's so much more I could discuss, but I am going to wait a little bit so I can have something to discuss with Lizzie next week. You should all go and read the book, send some love to the author. She is an amazing writer and I cannot wait to read the next 3 books in the series. They seem very awesome. I will leave all that in the description. I hope you read the book so you can join our discussion for the book club chat next week, and I guess I will see you guys very soon. Bye! Mwah! This is my focusing mechanism. Scooby-Doo on a packet of crisps, a box of a packet of crisps. This is what amateur YouTube is. Hey guys, end screen. I've decided to change this up a little bit. So, if you would like to subscribe to my channel, there will be the button below, or there's going to be a globe thing. Please give this video a big thumbs up, and in the comments, give me some Wattpad suggestions. See you guys very soon. Bye!